The aviation industry has been one of the worst hit by the COVID pandemic, with many airlines announcing huge job losses. But BBC London has seen figures which suggest British Airways redundancies at Gatwick Airport are disproportionately high among its black, Asian and ethnic minority workers. Well, the airline rejects that's the case, as Lynn tells us in this exclusive report.
All they have left after years of working for British Airways is the uniform and redundancy letters now, saying they're no longer required. These ex-cabin crew at Gatwick asked us to hide their faces for fear BA could still take action against them for speaking out.
It's hit us hardest as they sent out an email saying Black Lives Matter after the death of George Floyd, that they'd do as much as they can to retain as many black people in senior management roles. It makes that email seem like it didn't matter. The paper they wrote it on was rubbish.
When I received the email, my heart broke. I cried. It felt like I'd been kicked in the teeth. And then the facts came out on the number of black people who'd lost their jobs. I started to get angry, because there were so few of us in the first place.
BA's refusing to release the breakdown of those it's made redundant, but said it would be discriminatory and unlawful to keep employees on grounds of ethnic background. But BBC London's seen a survey by the Unite Union of around 900 of their Gatwick cabin crew. BA rejects the results, saying under half took part. It showed 775 staff identified as white and 33 as black African Caribbean. 45% of the white cabin crews surveyed have now been made compulsorily redundant. It's close to 60% of the black cabin crew. Whereas half of white managers surveyed have been fired or demoted, Unite says all the black managers spoken to have been fired or demoted. To be clear, neither the staff or the union officials we've spoken to are accusing BA of direct discrimination. They are worried, though, that the planned redundancies could have a big impact on the already low representations of black, Asian and ethnic minority workers here at London Gatwick. The Unite Union believes the redundancy process, which included customer service schools, may have disproportionately hit those ethnic minorities. In a statement, BA told us they're committed to better diversity of their teams. The restructuring's been difficult and painful from a crisis not of its making. The selection criteria was fair and non-discriminatory, focusing on performance, attendance and skills. Ethnicity wasn't a factor.
I couldn't believe it. I thought they would have considered the impact of diversity. It felt like a complete cull of all of us.
These former Gatwick staff, who've clocked up more than 30 years' service, say they're desperately worried now for the future. The bitter battle with BA and the unions over job losses and terms and conditions is far from over. Strike action may now be on the cards from their colleagues elsewhere. Lynn, BBC London.